today is the first time that I'm really sitting here, doing this. I've been on looking at a lot of clips on YouTube for a long time. I've replied to a lot of clips. I've actually commented on a lot of clips, but this is actually the first time I've actually put something out there. And so what I really wanted to do is just start to talk to people about overcoming fears. And fear, we all know what fear is. Everyone knows what fear is. I'm not really giving you something new, but a lot of people do not, to me, they do not practice. They do not go out and they continue to hold on to these fears, because I believe if a lot of people was overcoming their fears of things, then a lot of people would be moving more toward being successful. A lot of times we're not successful is because we have a fear of something. We don't believe that we can accomplish what it is that we would like to accomplish. So a lot of times the fear kicks in and it stops us from doing things that really we could be doing a lot of other things. And this, especially what I come to realize that in this day and time, with the way the economy is, the way the world is, we're going to have to start thinking differently about the way we do things. That we no longer can think, okay, well, I'll go to school and get an education, which is nothing wrong with that, because if you need some more training to help you, because a lot of times there are certain things that you would need to go along with what you're trying to be successful with. I don't believe in wishful thinking. I believe you think about it, and then you put a plan into action, and then you work that plan. I don't believe someone can say, well, I want to do this, and then there's no action. You might say, well, I want to grow some flowers next week, or I want to plant a garden. But if you got the seeds in your hand and you never go out and plant that garden, then your garden never grows. So your ideas, the things that you want to do, takes action. You can't sit around and just say, hey, it's going to happen. You have these ideas. It's good to write these ideas down. It's good to put these ideas on paper. But if you never act on these ideas, then they never come to reality. I think one of the biggest myths that people can tell you is that ideas make millionaires. The idea, if you have an idea, that's great. But if you don't act on that idea, you would never know what you can do with that idea. You just have that idea. I'm pretty sure the graveyards are full of a lot of people who had ideas but didn't act on them. I'm pretty sure the graveyard is full of a lot, because it could very well be your last day. So until we meet again, this is Joshua Timothy Thomas with No Walls Productions, and I like to tell the people who might have had some of the best products that could help this world. I always think about Bill Gates. Look how his product changed the world. Look how Apple's product changed the world. So you may have a product, Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook. Just start looking at all of these other people that are changing the world with their ideas. Write down what it is that you would like to have and overcome that fear, because as soon as you begin to overcome that fear, that's when you can start moving into the next realm of your life. That's when you can start really accomplishing the things that you would like to accomplish. That's when you can start doing more, be more, just taking life to the next step. Another thing too is that you have to remove yourself from people that don't have dreams. I'm sorry, you have to remove yourself from friends, because a lot of times what happens is that we want to accomplish certain things, but if you're the smartest person in your group, you may need to do what I call an assessment. Find out what that person is, and I'm not saying just get rid of friends because you just want to start getting rid of people. I don't suggest that at all. But what I suggest is that a lot of times we have people in our lives sometimes that are not going in the same directions that we're going in. So a lot of times and they're not bad people. A lot of times they can be a hindrance to your dreams. For instance, let's say you tell someone, say, I want to go start a new business. Well, you may have someone that's never been in business, don't know anything about business, but they can make suggestions to you. They might start telling you, oh, that's not going to work, girl. Too many people or too many people have tried that and it just doesn't work. And so you begin to tell yourself, well, they're right. They're right. Let me scratch this off my list and maybe let me do something else. So what I'm saying is you need someone in your life that's going to encourage you to, whether or not that is good for you or not. I mean, I'm not saying don't turn down good sound advice, but a lot of times there are things that we need to accomplish, things that we need to do, and sometimes people just don't understand the passion or the talents that is bestowed upon you. That may be for you to do that. but you never know until you try it. And I always say it's okay to fail. If you tried that and it didn't work, listen, you can scratch that off your list and say, well, you know what, I've tried that, it didn't work. That didn't mean that it wasn't a good idea. That means that at that time it didn't work. That means that, but at least you can have the confidence and a good feeling about yourself, saying, you know what, I tried it, it didn't work, I'm going to move on to something else. Like I say, next. Think about all the people that have, the innovators that didn't stop just on one time something failed. Think about the light bulb, the gentleman that invented the light bulb, Benjamin Franklin. You know, he invented the light bulb. I'm sure the first time he tried it, it wasn't successful. We don't know how many times he kept trying until he got the idea to work. And so you just have to keep going over the Wright brothers, on and on. A lot of people that inspire us today, a lot of products that we use today, we don't know how many times these people kept just going back to the board saying, okay, let me try it again. Let me come at it from a new angle. Let me try it from this angle. Let me keep trying. I believe this is going to work. I know this is going to work because this is the passion that I was given. I wouldn't get this, it wouldn't have came to me if it wasn't going to work. So all I'm saying is that if you have a dream, if you have something that you would like to accomplish, I say go for it. Don't let someone or someone's ideal stop you from what you're trying to do. You're trying to accomplish something in life. Listen, life is too short for us not to try to go after the things that we like to go after. Life is too short, so take advantage of all the opportunities. I like what they say. They say live each day like it's your very last day, because it could very well be your last day. So until we meet again, this is Joshua Timothy Thomas with No Walls Productions, and I'd like to just thank you for listening to this. And I'm going to post some more videos on YouTube pretty soon. But I was just inspired today to do this. Something just said, you know what, you need to overcome that fear and go out there and do what it is that you would like to accomplish, and also help others in the YouTube community.